Hello and welcome to class on DMD. In this class, we will discuss one more numerical on design of chain drive. Okay. So just to note down the problem statement. A roller chain drive is to be used in power plant to transmit 15 kilowatt power from an electric motor to the reciprocating pump. Okay, the pump is to operate continuously (24 hours) per day. The speed of motor is 720 RPM and that of pump is 250 RPM. Suggest suitable chain number number of strands for this application. Also determine various specifications of sprocket. This is what the problem statement is. We need to design or select a suitable chain number and number of strand to transmit some power with some velocity ratio. Okay. So what are the important parameters which are given? That is this one. That is rated power PR is 15 kilowatt. Then another one is type of service condition that is given. That is 24 hours a day continuous duty. Then speed of motor and speed of pump. Other constraints or other restrictions are not given. That is center distance, then maximum permissible bore. Nothing is given about the shaft diameter, so we don't have to worry about it also. Okay. So note down the given condition. Given is what? Rated power PR is equal to 15 kilowatt. Then speed of smaller sprocket, that is 720 RPM. Speed of larger sprocket 250 RPM. Continuous duty. (24 hours) per day. So this will be used for selecting what? Load factor KL. Okay. So moving further. Step number one. Step number one will be what? To calculate design power. Design power, that is PD. Okay. PD is equal to rated power PR into load factor KL. PR is 15 kilowatt and load factor you can select for continuous duty from table number what? 14.2. So that is approximately 1.4. Continuous duty and moderate shock I am selecting. Nothing is mentioned about the shock, type of shock which is acting in the chain drive. So approximately mid value we can take. So this comes out to be something 21 kilowatt. Directly convert this into HP. So 21 divided by 0.746, that is equal to something 28.15 HP horsepower. Okay. So we calculated design power in step number 1. Okay. So moving ahead. Step number 2. That is what? Power capacity of chain. Step number 2, power capacity of chain. Now it is given by the equation, that is capital P, power capacity of the chain, is equal to small p square, that is pitch square, in bracket V upon 104 minus V to the power 1.41 divided by 526 in bracket 26 minus 25 cos 180 divided by T1. This complete multiplied by what? Kc. So this formula is given in the data book. So in this formula, P is pitch, V is velocity, T1 is number of teeth on the smaller sprocket. So at this moment we don't know anything. First we need to select the suitable chain number from figure number 14.1 or 14.2. Okay. So I am writing here for, consider this as 29 HP. 29 HP at 720 RPM, or 29 HP at 720 RPM. Suggested, or we can write suitable chain number R. Suitable chain number R from figure number 14.1. What is the first option? Just to refer that figure chart, and from the chart just to suggest first chain number. Can you see that? On horizontal axis you can see the speed. So 700 is given on the horizontal axis. So slightly above it is 720. So you can select 700 line itself also. And approximately you select what? 29 or 30 HP line on the 30 HP point on the what? Vertical axis. The intersection of these two will give us the point of intersection of this what? Speed and the horsepower. In which region it is lying. In that region suggest the suitable chain number. So as you observe from there, the first option will be what? Suppose I am writing here chain number chain number 60. Can you see that? Chain number 60, triple strand, 21 teeth. Just to check whether you can see it properly. Chain number 60, triple strand, 21 teeth. This option is there. And at least we are writing two options. So second option will be what? I am writing here. Just to check. You can have another second option also. Chain number 80 or chain number 50, whatever. I am making here chain number 50. For this chain number 50, quadruple strand, and 23 teeth. Okay. So these two options are there, chain number 60 and chain number 50. So first of all, we will try for chain number 60 itself. Okay. So I am writing here for chain number 60. Now we will do some calculations for chain number 60. First of all, below the figure you can see the pitch of chain number 60. So small p, pitch is equal to 18.75 mm. Okay. Pitch is equal to 18.75 mm. So you can calculate what pitch circle diameter of smaller sprocket dp1 is equal to what? Pitch upon sine 180 divided by number of teeth on the smaller sprocket. So this can be what? 18.75 divided by sine 180 divided by 21 teeth we have selected for chain number 60. So this formula is given in table number 14.1. Accordingly we can calculate this. So this comes out to be equal to dp1 is equal to something 125.83 mm. You can calculate and check it. So as you get pitch circle diameter of the smaller sprocket, okay, we can calculate velocity. V is equal to pi dp1 n1 divided by 1000 in meter per minute. That is equal to pi dp1 is approximately 126 you can take, into n1 is 720 rpm divided by 1000. So what you get is 284.49 meter per minute. This approximately you are getting. So whatever velocity you calculated in meter per minute is in the range, that is 150 to 450 meter per minute. So you can write here, this is in range 150 to 450 meter per minute. Hence it is okay with reference to velocity. Other constraint related to what center distance and maximum permissible bore, those are not given in this problem. Okay. So we don't have to bother about what center distance and maximum permissible bore. Just we have checked whether the velocity is lying in the range or not. It is lying in the range, so we can move ahead. Okay. So V is equal to, we need this velocity when you are putting this velocity in this equation. So it should be in meter per second. So we can calculate this in meter per second. So 284.49 divided by 60, that is equal to, coming out to be equal to 4.74 meter per second. Now for this equation, we know P, we know V, we know T1, we know Kc. So we can all put all these values and calculate power capacity. Okay. So I am doing this. Therefore, capital P is equal to what? 18.75 whole square. Okay. In bracket V 4.74 divided by 104 minus what? 4.74 to the power 1.41 divided by 526 in bracket 26 minus 25 into cos 180 divided by T1, number of teeth we have selected as 21. Complete this and then multiplied by Kc. Now number of strands what we have selected is triple strand. For triple strand Kc is equal to 2.5, that you can see in table number 14.1. Okay. So substituting the values we got this. Now we can solve this equation. It is better you calculate the quantities separately to avoid the mistake. Okay. So this is coming out to be, after calculating, what you got is power capacity you will get in kilowatt. Okay. And that is coming out to be 20.47 kilowatt. Our capacity is 20.47 kilowatt. Okay. This is slightly less than what design power PD is equal to what we calculated is 21 kilowatt. The difference is very small actually. That is 0.5 kilowatt approximately it is. So in this case, as the difference is very small, we can try for what? Increasing number of teeth on the smaller sprocket if we have some scope of it. So initially we have considered 21 teeth on the smaller sprocket, so we can increase to next possible number, which is 23, keeping all other, that is chain number same, number of strand same. And as we don't have any restrictions about what center distance and all, so hopefully it is possible that by using 23 teeth we can get the power capacity to be more than or equal to the design power. Okay. So as this condition is not validating, that means design power is more and power capacity of the chain is less, so we need to modify something. So I am writing here, modifying number of teeth T1 is equal to 23 teeth. Modifying number of teeth T1 is equal to what? 23 teeth. So what you can get here, now as we are changing number of teeth, obviously dP is going to change. As dP change, V will also change, and again you need to calculate power capacity. So again I will calculate dP for 21 teeth. Okay, I am removing this part. dP is equal to, again you calculate, that is 18.75 divided by sine 180 divided by 23, and this is coming out to be something 138 mm approximately, round of value I am writing here. So for this dP, V is coming out to be, that is pi dn, so pi into 138 into 720 divided by 1000, this is coming out to be 311.69 meter per minute. Again this is in the range, that is 150 to 450 meter per minute. So this is also in the range, that is 150 to 450 meter per minute. Okay. and V is equal to, divide this by 60, 311.69 divided by 60, what you get is 5.19 meter per second. So you got modified value of V, modified dP, okay, and number of teeth also we have changed. So again we will calculate power capacity with this modified values. So I am writing the equation for putting the values in the equation of power capacity. Capital P is equal to P square, means same, that is 18.75 square, in bracket what, V upon 104. V is how much? You will take in meter per second, that is 5.19 upon 104. V upon 104 minus 5.19 to the power 1.41, V to the power 1.41 upon 526 in bracket 26 minus 25 cos 180 divided by number of teeth, now it is 23, bracket complete, multiplied by Kc is 2.5 for triple strand. Okay. Now again you calculate this power capacity. After calculating you can get this value, and this is coming out to be something 22.93 kilowatt. Okay, this is coming out to be 22.93 kilowatt, which is greater than design power PD is equal to 21 kilowatt. Hence, as the power capacity of this chain is more than the design power, so we can select chain number 60, what, triple strand with 23 teeth on the smaller sprocket. So I am writing here hence suggested chain number suggested chain is chain number 60, triple strands, chain number 60 triple strand, 23 teeth on smaller sprocket. Okay, so this can be suggested chain number. Moving further, now step number 3, to calculate what, length of chain. So we have finalized the chain number. Now we calculate length of chain. Step number 3 is about length of chain. As per formula given in table number 14.1, LP is equal to what? T1 plus T2 divided by 2 plus 2C upon each plus each in bracket T1 minus T2 whole square divided by 40 times C. Now in this what we know is number of teeth on smaller sprocket and pitch. T2 is not known. So number of teeth on larger sprocket T2 we will calculate. T2 is equal to what? T1 into velocity ratio. Velocity ratio is what? 720 speed of smaller sprocket and 250 speed of larger sprocket. So this is coming out to be equal to T1 is 23, so it will come out approximately 67 teeth. Calculating, you will get 67 teeth, round up value. Okay. Now as you calculate number of teeth on the largest sprocket, you can calculate piece circle diameter dp2 of largest sprocket. That is equal to pitch upon sin 180 divided by T2. So pitch is what? 18.75 divided by sin 180 upon T2 is 67. So this is coming out to be equal to dp2 is approximately 400 mm. Okay. Why we calculated dp2? Just to calculate the center distance, because center distance is not actually given in the problem. Okay. So from table number, just to refer 14.3, you can see the various expressions for the center distance. Okay. So in that, suppose we select this center distance is equal to diameter of larger sprocket plus half diameter of smaller sprocket. You can see in the table number 14.3. C is equal to diameter of larger sprocket, that is what? dp2 plus half diameter of smaller sprocket, that is what? dp1. So this is what? 400 plus half. dp1 was how much? We have calculated piece circle diameter of larger sprocket for this. It is approximately 137 point something, so 138 mm. So 469 mm can be the center distance which we can take. Okay. So in this formula, center distance is known, pitch is known, T2 is known. Just to substitute the values of all and we can calculate length of chain in pitches. So I am writing here, therefore LP is equal to what? Therefore LP is equal to T1 is number of teeth on smaller sprocket, that is what? 23 plus 67 upon 2 plus 2 into 469. You can take it 470 also, no problem with that. So I am making it as suppose 470 mm center distance. 2 into 470 upon 18.75 plus 18.75 in bracket T1 is 23 minus 67 complete square upon 40 into 470. So LP is coming out to be something 97.06 pitches. So this is coming out to be 97.06 pitches. So you can round up it to the next even number, that is 98 pitches. Okay. So that is how we can calculate what? Length of the chain. So after calculating length of the chain, what remains is to determine various dimensions of the sprocket as per step number 4. So we know step number 4 as per general design process. We can calculate various specifications of the sprocket using table number what? 14.4. So that you can do at last step, that is step number 4. So this is all about what? The solution of this numerical. Okay. Thank you.